Hey friends, I just want to get on here and talk to you all real quick. Anybody that knows me personally, knows that I have dreams, visions, and I've always had them ever since I was a little girl. I've always said I had the gift of sight. Not sure exactly what the exact term is, but I've always said I have the gift of sight. But I do see this prophet that I follow a lot of times, from what the understanding that I'm getting from his videos. I may be a seer, but I say I have the gift of sight. Years ago, I had a dream. I was laying in bed. I said, God, I said, who is this calling me? And I didn't answer the phone. I had a vision, because I wasn't asleep, of my call ID pop in my head with the person's name on it. I answered the phone and it was them. They said, girl, you okay? I said, if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. That was the first time. The second time, when I really started saying I need to pay my dreams some attention, I was driving. Had a dream I was driving and my motor fell out my car. I'm like, that can't happen. That can't happen at all. A couple days later, I needed motor mounts for my car. But the third and final time when I realized that, okay, my dreams mean something. Those are the dreams. And then I had the first time it was a vision, second time it was a dream, and now this third time, I was at work and I just happened to I'm always looking around, observing what's going on around me. And I got this vision of one of my coworkers sitting at the supervisor's desk. The supervisor was not at his desk at the time, but I had a vision of my coworker sitting there. Supervisor position came open and I asked her, was she applying? She said, no, girl, they're not going to give that to me. I said, apply every day. And then the final day, she finally put in her application. She didn't tell me. So as she was leaving work today, she said, Sanchelle, I put in my application. I said, okay, you got this. She came to work with a cake saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. If it was not for you, I would not have applied for the job. I said, no, thank God. God gave me a vision and told me to tell you to apply for the position, and the position was yours. I didn't know how to tell you that, because at that time I was not spreading the gospel the way I am now. But I didn't know how to explain that to her. I didn't know how to explain that to her, because people were calling me crazy. Anytime I tell them I had a dream or a vision, they would always ask me what you ate, what you watched on TV, or something like that. You know, if I had tell them I had a dream or anything, they would always be like, oh, girl, you crazy, you tripping. Or when I see stuff that's going on around me, or things that people are doing to me, and I'm talking